my family is that I think I've done just about every job they name. So we go in a shoe store and they say, so did you do work at, yeah, I worked in a shoe store. I did engraving, I used to make keys, I was in the Army, I worked for American Airlines, I was in the environmental industry. I know you guys have heard of a gap year. I think I had a gap decade. I made it to college. I didn't figure out that I was going to be a teacher, that I should be a teacher, that was my passion until I was almost 30 when I started my education career. Our hope is that you don't have to wait till you're 30 to figure out and discover your passion. That's really what our district is about. So our district educator prep program is a purposeful sequence of courses and experiences developed in cooperation with our partners that are here today across primary, secondary, and post-secondary institutions with the goal of developing the next generation of educators, as you've heard. The experiences in this educator prep program start as early as freshman year and will span all the way through to college graduation and even employment as a teacher in a primary or secondary school in our region. The prep program consists of really 3 phases. The first phase is really about engagement and recruitment. The second phase is about transitions, and the third phase is about fulfilling dreams. So in the first phase, in engagement and recruitment, it's really about exploring that career in education. So it begins with high school courses directed towards providing students with an orientation to the career of education, developing skills and knowledge required to be an educator, and authentic opportunities to observe and teach. I know many of the educators here know the last thing we want is for the first time for an individual who wants to be a teacher, for them to actually enter the classroom and feel what that's like is when they're 22 or 23 graduating, having to go out there and find a job or begin their official student teaching experience. We, across all of our career pathways, and especially in this one, want to make sure students get experiences early so they can affirm that choice, that life choice that they're making through this discovery process. In addition to those authentic experiences, they're going to have opportunities to gain up to several hours of early college credit in courses related to education. Post-secondary dual partners, Northeastern Illinois University, that's here today, and National Louis University, will be providing dual college credit for the sequences, for early college credit opportunities in early childhood education, elementary ed, and select secondary ed courses. So Educator Rising, who you heard from Dan, will be implemented in all of our 6 campuses with extracurricular activities developed at each school. And the recruitment and career advising efforts will be developed at every school. Students receive those authentic teaching experiences as early as year 1 with a practicum in education, an internship program, and participation in our Education Academy, which our teacher is here today if you want to learn more about that, Linda. Our second phase is about transition. And that is supporting students from high school all the way through college and career. So students continuing in educator prep with National Louis University and Northeastern Illinois University will have the opportunity to earn a bachelor's degree in teaching certification related to their career area of interest in an abbreviated time with low costs and even no debt options. They include the acceptance of AP credit and dual credit, which is going to allow reduced time to degree. And they'll also have a streamlined path. Students will receive continued professional support from and develop relationships with programs in our elementary districts and secondary partners through clinicals, observations, and PD activities hosted at all of our sites, in addition to the partner involvement with coursework at their post-secondary institutions. And then the last phase is really about fulfilling dreams. It's about a future with a purpose, a future being able to live in the community in which you've grown, and a future being able to reach back to help that next generation. So the students continuing in the educator prep program at the post-secondary level will be guaranteed a student teaching placement in 214 and one of our elementary partners. That's a huge deal for those students going through that program and process. It's very difficult to find these student teaching spots. Upon successful completion of student teaching, students will be guaranteed employment interviews with the appropriate partners if openings exist. But keep in mind that by that point, the students will have been working with us for up to 7 to 8 years in development, that we're identifying them as early as freshman and sophomore year and really supporting and providing the right instruction at the right moment to help them grow and learn as an educator. So they're supported through a cohort model, enveloping students with supports from all of our community partners and stakeholders. And with that, I want to certainly give a special thank you to our university partners. I know NEIU is here with many of our faculties. If they could stand, Northeastern Illinois University and National Louis University and all of your staff, if you could stand, and I want to just let you know, if you weren't committed to changing the lives and the trajectory of students, if you weren't committed to thinking outside the box and taking a risk with us, this wouldn't be possible. So I want to give these faculty members, these leaders in our community a great round of applause. Thank you so much. They are taking a risk. It is not common for our universities to partner with high schools directly in the state, and I hope you're serving as a model for others. The other group I want to recognize specifically is we have our frontline staff that's part of our CTEP program and our Educator pathway program. So we have Sarah Strauss here. If you can stand, and Linda and Lori, if you all can stand and be recognized. These are the individuals that are going to be our frontline staff. They're the ones who are actually going to be working with all of these great individuals that want to become teachers. So on that, thank you so much. Thank you for partnering with us and changing the world and for helping students discover their future.